Alrighty, sorry about that delay. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just smacked my headphones right off my head. Alright. Camera check. Yay! No drunken camera effect. Alright, lights are on. Everything looks good. Today is the 8th. Ha, it's 8/8. Alright. YouTube intro in 3, 2. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Game Journal. Ah, damn it. I fucked that up. See what happens when you start late, kids? Alright. Rewind. YouTube intro in 3, 2. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Monday, August 8th, 2022, and welcome to Game Journal. I'm your host, Rhaine Soulforge, but let's not be so formal. You can just call me Rhaine. Sorry for the late start, folks. Repair work has begun on my mother and stepfather's house, and now they are living with us for a few weeks. So we were getting everybody settled into the ye old Casa de Soulforge. So let's play some Endwalker for a little bit, shall we? I was watching Log Horizon yesterday and just kind of got in the mood for it. Or as I'm going to start calling it, Crybaby Walker. So I still haven't finished 6-0. It's the month. It's a ring. All right, I'm trying to remember. Where am I at again? I'm in Ultima Thule. Gotta get my main scenario quest list up. Ultima Thule, where the Decepticons are awaiting me. Maybe? Okay. Alright, a strange new world. Ew. I have like a master list of all the quests. That's posts. So I am right here. So we got about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 more quests. Probably 2 more quests, I start crying like a baby. So let's get at it. Turn this down a little bit. Let's talk to Alphanu. Try as he might, Alphanu can find no sign of Thancred. We're fortunate this place can support life. I'll bet barely. I suspect given the torpid, stale quality of the air. But never mind that. We must find Thancred. Let's begin our search from the prow of the ship. It seems as good a direction as any. Try not to stray too far. At least we lose sight of one another. I'll punt living way real quick. Okay. So, where am I going? And yeah, always. Always the black mage. Always. This is pretty much the only MMO where I do not main a healer. I will level the healing classes just so I can get the achievement, but I won't. I always main black mage. One piece of this. That bomb, baby. No. Nothing stops Chicken Fingers Soulforge. Runes? But of what, I wonder? Perhaps we can find something to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic, an inscription, anything. It's probably one of the many civilizations that they found dead. Metallic pillar has been partially melted like something in the distant past. Damage does not appear to have been inflicted deliberately, rather it calls to mind the indiscriminate destruction often wrought in the heat of battle. Look here, this part is relatively intact. The intricate design on the top suggests it is man-made, though its builders were surely not men as we conceive them. Having said that, I swear I have seen this pattern before. Man, ain't no one wanna play with you. Whoop. Got some dynamis crystals. Nani? A golden crystal rich in dynamis. Ooh, it's a crafting mat. Okay, so it's Alice, Alpha no. That reminds me. Panware. Healer stance. Thank you. Now we mount. Whoop. Oh. I thought this hill might afford a better view of our surroundings, a poor decision in hindsight. Besides, the light from the ship, all is shrouded in darkness. If Thancred is here, I'd never know it. From what I can tell, we are near the edge of an island, if you can call it that, surrounded by floating debris. Back to Alpha Node. Were you able to find anything? Oh. Dang it. Should plug my controller in. Now come on, use my deep booming Lalafell voice. No. As I feared, and still no trace of Thancred. There's nothing but emptiness as far as the eye can see, which, unfortunately, isn't very far. I shall build a house here. Quick, get my diamond pickaxe. Tink, 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 tink. Though I can't help but suspect that someone or something is here. There are times when I sense it drawing close, and then a chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted. Leaving me with feelings of death and anguish. I wasn't near you. Yo, dragon! What we say? I think I might see something over there. I felt it too when I was near that thing. I felt it too when I was near that thing. What are you talking about? There's nothing there. Well, looks like Rhaine's gone insane. Let's kill him. No! Before we jump to any conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Agreed. We found only more questions when we are in desperate need of answers. There's a fair stretch of terrain from the ship's port side we've yet to explore. Let us try searching there then. Rhaine, a word before we join the others. You got that special hooch I ordered? You know it, baby. I don't know where I'm going, 'cause I'm drunk. Alright, Estinian, you've got the special hooch I ordered. You see them too, don't you? The dragons. Oh, because he had the eyes of Nidhogg, he would be able to see them too. As I thought, their presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midgar Somer and mine with Nidhogg is what allows us to perceive them. Could these English is hard. Could these apparitions be related to? I still said it wrong. Damn it! To the dragons that now live in Aetheris? Aetheris? Bah! Better to leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons they can see as well. Death and anguish? What happened to them, I wonder? Like the lesser stellar dragons. Maybe they see them. Or the I broke my back stellar Here English once again. I swear I know how to read. I are smart. That's a whole. C'est lost and full olo.
Dragons? Here?
Dragons are everywhere. Didn't you know that, girl?
What you see is a memory of a world that once was. A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
I brought your Happy Meal.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow in shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Of the women?
Our friend Thancred. Where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not? Oh yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space.
Did you just tear him
He
into
would tell
pieces?
you himself if he had form to form words. Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send, I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed. Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind.
He's Thancred.
What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul. In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word.
Better have been Minfilia.
Survive.
Oh, damn.
That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure. That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
So this is literally Thancred.
We should hurry and tend to business.
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you, emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
Meteon holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
Agreed. We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
We all know he's not dead. We've seen the memes. This is Thancred. We should just change the name. Should not be Ultima Thule. It should just be This is Thancred. Get it over with. Hold on. I just hit the space bar to sprint. I've been playing too many BRs. You now have cancer. Yay! Alright, Urianje. Or should we call you Yuri Anger? A burdened wings. Despite Meteon's words, Urianje cannot accept his comrade is gone. Soul without body, a form of being with which we are not wholly unfamiliar. Indeed, for we exist in a similar state when residing in the first. The circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Regardless, in sacrifice he hath afforded us a chance to prevail. Let us not squander it, and ascertain the nature of this realm that we might confront and defeat Meteon. Estinian, Rhaine, would you accompany me in speaking with these dragons? Perhaps they can enlighten us. I would ask the rest of you to survey our surrounds. If there is a path that may lead us to our quarry, we must find it. That's a quarry. Very well. We can reconvene here when everyone has finished. Meteon said these dragons are shadow and shade from a world whose denizens sought oblivion. As such, they're not like to be amenable to company, let alone conversation. So please, be careful. Love you most, dislike hostess, Rianje. Oh, he's so handsome. Let us split up and gather what knowledge we may. Okay. Talk to Mr. Losk, or Mr. or Mrs. Losk. A visitor, not of this star. Could thy slender hands bring plague up to our world? Thy breath extinguish life's feeble flame? Oh, how we would adore thee, alas. With time our Excuse me. With time our flesh shall wither, our souls fade, and so we wait for an exonerable march onto oblivion. To oblivion and beyond! Arascante! If thou art not come to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. We crave not companionship, only silence. Alright, who's closer? Come on, Pan Pan. Sorry. This is Kom Nosk. Or Nosh if the K is silent, then it would be Om Nosh. Beyond that distant veil, paradise lost. So glorious, so beautiful. Oh, hello there. We are proud and we were a proud and noble race, strength embodied. We knew only love before they came. Metal monstrosities of black and silver, no bonds of blood did they share, nor conviction did they have to guide them. Are you talking about the other Medions? Or were you attacked by the Borg? A crushing defeat. Never had we known such shame. Stilled now are the winds, though none could fill these wings burdened by ignominy. We fly no more, only sink into oblivion. Okay, way fast. Oh, okay. Thou wouldest bid me speak? Folly. I observed the lesson of stone. I shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar, only watch and wait and end. But one sight yet stirreth my blood, tempteth me to raise my voice in lamentation. Amnol, the cradle of unsung dragons. No words, no songs are possessed of the weight to describe such tragedy. Go, if that be thy will, I shall remain. Oh, that's a real one. Okay. Seven-foot rat. That's a big rat. Can I eat some cats? I don't know. Northeast. That's we. Nope. That's east. Alrighty. I will turn you into soup. Begin! turtle soup time. Nom 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 nom. Okay. They led you here as well, did they? It was described to me as the source of their woes and proof of their end. I think I'm beginning to see why. The hatching ground. Or was. I've seen similar in Ithras. Midgar Somer's kind must have once lived and thrived in a place such as this. Vitra said his father was driven from their ancestral home by war and strife. This, then, is the fate of those who remained. Let's have a look around. Maybe these eggs have more to tell of what happened here. Inside the shattered egg, you find the remains of an unborn dragon. The body has already begun to decompose. The gelatinous half-dried membrane covering the corpse suggests it failed to emerge. A murky liquid is pooled inside this eggshell. The Noxus fetor is indicative of contamination. Gingerly lifting a large egg from the viscous mire, you peer inside and see a formless mass soaking in a pool of embryonic fluid. Your stomach turns as you return the egg to its resting place. Ew, gross. This egg appears to have been broken from the inside out. Perhaps the dragonette within succeeded in hatching. What's this? I thought all the eggs had been ruined. If the dragonette was indeed hatched, there's no sign of it here. Or its sire, for that matter. We should look for them. You start with the cliff tops, and I'll search the plains. The boisterous howling hath been out. Dang it. Everything all right? I thought I heard a dragon or something else or something resembling one. Ah, I see what happened here. Was that your child? Perhaps some eggs within Amnol are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be of my blood. Yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it is. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure, a testament of our shame. Explain. They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. With fire and fury, rage and rancor, we gave answer. 'Twas a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Untold chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. Yet, when they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned in our ruin. The survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild, a futile effort. In purest soil replete with aether did we once cultivate our nesting grounds. But our lands were barren, and any eggs nurtured in such desolation were fated to rot. What few survived to hatch emerge as abominations. We shall have no new progeny. But there are dragons among you capable of journeying to the other stars. That there are. Many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and the arrival of dragons incited contests for supremacy. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won, they too were reduced to ash and waste. Tis the curse of those who seek life to be drawn into conflict, to conquer or be conquered. A vicious cycle we now chose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. We wait now in sweet, merciful silence, free from strife and suffering, still as stone. Wait, you claim your kind is doomed, but there is another star. Dot, dot, dot. West Conflict. All right, Estinian. A test of will. The bereaved dragon has fallen silent, leaving Estinian to sigh with frustration. They want only to brood in silence, to be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed, a pain I understand and wish that I did not. What fools we were. But now it's the time for such. But now isn't the time for such thoughts. The others will want to hear what we've learned. Come. The turpentine. I still can't go that far. It's over here. Fading softly into wine. Were you able to establish any meaningful contact with the dragons? I see. They wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you, Rhaine, Estinian. As for our part, I believe we were more accurately aware of our confines than before. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island to see if there might be a path leading off of it. Sadly, there was nothing to be found. There's no small amount of floating debris about. Could there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere? I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone onto a potential platform to judge its integrity. But it never reached its mark. As it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of the island, it vanished, only to reappear above me and fall at my feet. I would not be too quick to presume that we see outside this space. I would not be too quick to presume that what we see outside this space is as it appears. Which is why I returned to the Ragnarok and asked the Lolloprits to search for a potential path. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Until we know more, I think it is too risky to attempt flying to another island. What Medion told us before, that emotions dictate reality here, might be the key, but I'm not sure what emotion might manifest a bridge to lead us, sadly. The power of love? So, what you're saying is, we've no way forward. At present, if it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Medion's, but the dragons that hold us here. Why'd I do that? I read most of it. They tire of conflict and blah, blah, blah. Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for the dragons or anyone here on the island to advance. A sound theory, disheartening though it may be. If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They are not like to be persuaded to help us. Their reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife. Without irrefutable proof, the future is not as bleak as they believe it to be. Mayhap persuasion is not the answer. I'll go get my pom-poms. Medion meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if it not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule, and shape it to a degree. Perhaps it can be done again, again in like manner by overpowering the prevailing emotions. 'Twas Ultima Thule's architect, Medeon herself, against whom Thancred did pit himself in a clash of wills. Though I marked no leader among them as such, I did chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair, far more potent than most, potent enough mayhap to dictate the course of others. And thus the domain to follow. He spoke but few words, carefully chosen their tone and timbre alone, threatening to rend my heart in twain. Challenging his desire to remain may allow us to alter the island upon which we stand. Alas, I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me not against his clarifying heart. But mayhap one of you will fare better. Send Rhaine. God damn it. Then I shall guide thee. I'll end. They call him Al End? Al Bundy. What? They call him in the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water. Well, what have we to lose? Let's get going. Rhaine. I got that special hooch, Rhaine. Here you go. That's what I'm talking about. Still northeast. Yep.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
So, waiting to die like all the others, are you?
Wow, he won't even speak English, a-hole.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the Expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all. They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
And now they opened up a bakery and sell bitchin' muffins.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life. There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity.
Nice throwback to Alphino there from Heaven's Ward.
After everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Oh, Estinian gonna throw down.
Estinian!
Stay back. The emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
Oh, not Estinian. Snap!
No! Not Estinian too!
There's a wind.
He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Oh, Alphino.
Okay, Alfie.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
Ooh. I think I know how this is gonna play out, and I'm not gonna be happy. cheat. Slowly winding through towards the It's not. It's on. Remember, I own the whole set. All but I seem to have lost the movies. You have to have HBO Max to play, to stream B5 online. Because Warner Brothers is in bed with HBO. High level cheetah. I want to watch this. Where's your remote so I can turn the TV on? Ooh. Right? No. Fit. There we go. I don't do the Vista things very often. I'm too short to get up the stairs. Look there, the wind. This is Estinian's doing, I'm sure of it. We should ride its flow and see where it leads. Whee! Oh. Kablam! A powerful gale has delivered you to another island. The Scions should arrive before long. Oh, nope, damn it. Slowly winding toward eternal sea. The dragons remain trapped within a prison of their own making, lamenting the horrors of war, yet Estinian knew them better than most. He was a man of honor and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. And he's still fighting Alphino, just like Thancred. This is Thancred. Their sacrifices are why they can survive here, why we still have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair, and we mustn't either. Alice is right. We must press on for their sake. A test of will. A test of might. A test of turkey. That's a little bit better. Alphino. Roads paved. I think it's supposed to say sacrifice, but symbols. Alphino has regained his composure and is ready to proceed. As Shistola and Alice said, we must continue. Forward! Into oblivion! Notice the change in our surroundings. Perhaps this is the memory of an altogether different world. 'Twould be prudent to learn more of it then. Tread carefully, lest we lose our footing in the sand. Tales of loss and fire and faith. Squish, squish, squish. What the 5 hells is that? I gotta check it out first. It's a drifting Aya. And it lost its head. Oh my god! It's like a Jawa on crack cocaine. Run! Urianje? Were it not for the violet crystal embedded in its surface, 'twould appear as ordinary stone. A curious script hath been etched upon them. Alas, it is not a language with which I am familiar. I cannot say I recognize it either. Nor I. The dragons, from what I recall, preserve their knowledge in song and eschew the written word entirely. So we may assume this is the work of another race, one we have yet to encounter. It's the Oompa Loompas! Oompa Loompa doopity-doo. Medion claimed the dragon's world suffered a slow death, seeking the release of oblivion. What life we find here, like as not, doth wind its way towards a similar end. What do you suppose that is over there? A beholder? There'd be eyes at the ends of those tendrils. I'm gonna call it a beholder. I'm not sure. It's hard to make out at this distance, but its surface seems to bear the same crystal as the monument. Meaning there's a chance we may find whoever built them both. We should go and have a look. Come on. Ooh, that's not a beholder. It's got legs. Beholders don't have legs. Its name is Other One. It does have a single eye. Okay. You should be floating and have eyes on the end of your tendrils. Tendrils. Hollow of the flesh. Is this a computer terminal? I'm gonna touch it. Nope. Wow, we kind of just went Harry Potter. Hail, travelers! This is a most unexpected occurrence. Oh, hello there. Is this your home? Indeed it is. Ah, forgive me. I had forgotten. An exchange of introductions is expected when first meeting those of whom you are unacquainted. One is unacquainted. Shouldn't it be with? Unacquainted with? Meh. He lost his head too. When the vibration of vocal folds was still required to convey your thoughts and intention, Aya, I believe, was the pronunciation used when referring to our people. Though it is not entirely applicable given our present state, you're welcome to use this appellation. Okay. As for nomenclature, to address my individual person, I believe it would be pronounced Cog? We're going to call you Kofkug. Because it's a double O. Yes, Kofkug. Of the Ea. I'm going to say Ea because that's probably how they say it in Japanese. We've encountered beings that communicate intermittently through thought, but never one that is wholly without voice. I presume we are having this conversation via the medium of ether, or dynamis, as this place is suffused with vast quantities of it. Fascinating in either case. I gather your response to my presence is positive then. That is well, for there is something I wish to ask of you. Like yourselves, we Ea are aether-based life forms. Therefore, it may be surmised that your bodies are a comparable biological composition to those we once possessed. I have a number of queries regarding your subjective perception of the 5 senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. In total, I have prepared 198,712,180,827. Holy Jesus, this guy's been busy. That's rather a lot, isn't it? Ah, my apologies. I've omitted a great many details necessary to understand the nature of my request. Though we dispensed with our corporal vessels long ago, we have rediscovered a need for the flesh, and have endeavored to recreate our erstwhile forms. However, all prominent records have been lost due to the passage of time. Take, for example, the nervous system. It is well within our power to recreate, but we have no frame of reference for sensations once experienced by our people, which may compromise our ability to interact with our physical environment. And the reason they need to regain corporal forms? Why, to bring the end of our existence, of course. Oh boy. Though need is perhaps too strong a word, it would be a simple matter to unmake ourselves through use of etheric exsanguinators, but such a death seems inadequate. The traditionalists among us believe proper death requires an inescapable sense of impermanence in one's final moments, an experience found only with bodies of flesh. Fuck him up, Yestola. We should very much like to hear more of your plans. In exchange, we will answer any questions you have to the best of our ability. Such an exchange of information would indeed prove useful. Very well. To ensure efficacious... I know the word. I'll say it here in a second. It's efficacious. Efficacy. To be efficient. I hereby invite you to our home. It's this box. It's not big enough for anybody. We gotta chop you up first. Chop, 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 chop. Yes, the abode of the Ea, where we traditionalists prepare for our demise. I presume your consent to answer questions is indicative of a tacit approval of our plans, in which case your cooperation is greatly appreciated. I must caution you, however, to be mindful of the Ea wandering the desert. Their desire for bodies of flesh could be described as overzealous. Now, if you would follow me. This is going rather smoothly. Not that I'm complaining, mind. Even so, we mustn't forget our aim is oblivion, much like the dragons. Though I fail to see why a civilization so seemingly advanced would choose to unmake all they have created. At any rate, we will find no answer dallying here. Let us be on our way. Really? You'll say there should be an aether current around here. But I Oh, it's probably up here. Yep, I hear it. But I hear slowly winding toward eternal sea. The first of many. Oh wait, can I fly? Elpis I need to work on. Luminons. I thought that said Unicrons for a minute. Welcome to our abode. Most of our compeers you will find remain idle in their domiciles, though your quizzical expressions indicate my phrasing is unclear. I speak, of course, of the violet crystalline structures hanging from the stone structures there. You say they remain idle, but what of your work to regain corporal bodies? An astute question, and understandable given your finite nature. We have no desire to pursue our research, for it is no longer necessary. If, in our idleness, we are struck by sudden inspiration, we rise to pursue said inspiration to its conclusion. That is why I was present for your arrival, and why I continue to engage with you still. But while the others are not currently in a motile state, rest assured they would not object were you to disturb their respite. You need only cast your thought towards one of the crystalline domiciles to communicate. So basically, they go into an idle state while they're contemplating. Kopkug. Wait a minute. That be an aetheryte that I must attune to. It's King Daddy. Hello, Daddy. Or is it Daddy? Whee! I'm gonna climb up to the top. You cast your thoughts towards the crystalline domicile, but there is no response. The number you're trying to reach has been disconnected. Tales of loss and fire, faith. You wish to speak? Very well. Pray a moment if you would. That looks like a giant freaky spider. Why we seek our end, you ask? If you wish to know, I will tell you. Just a moment. I must remember, what form did I take when I last emerged? Well, hopefully it's not these freaky spider thingies over here. I gotta see what they're called. Oh, luminons. Okay, they're all luminominimums. Freaky. But I hear you slowly winding. The strange moaning comes and goes, but soon fades into silence. He must have been taking a poo. Did your inquiries yield satisfactory responses? I see. Ugh, sorry for the yawn. If they failed to answer, then it's likely because their minds have unraveled due to prolonged idleness. They are not but concentrated aether now. Say it, Rhaine. Worry not, there are no others who have need for those lodgings, and they will not prove a hindrance to remain as they are. But more importantly, you said few did answer your request for an audience, yes? I imagine they will be with us ere long. Flesh abandoned to this wicked little lines and the epsilons and the triangles. Lots of triangles. I had no luck, but everyone else fared well enough. Quite a few Aya have awakened. Ah, there they are. May I introduce you to La Laki, Dudik, and Ni Neg. Hi. It has been too long, Kopkug. I dare say SAR 4 has since completed an orbit. Indeed, until the travelers brought it to my attention, I had noticed how unraveled some have become. Travelers? Ah, of course. The ones who wish to know why we seek to regain corporal forms. The truth of the matter is as plain to see as the neighboring systems, but my single account would fail to satisfy the requirement for scientific objectivity. Thus did I bid them awaken you. Am I the only one who struggles to tell who's speaking? Nay, thou art not. In the absence of corporal forms and the divergence they afford, mayhap such similarity in voice is unavoidable. By the way, Koog, have you already observed the requisite custom for the travelers? That one which is expected to do when receiving guests, a matter of proper form? Ah, yes. So long has it been it had completely escaped my mind. And still does. What was it again? I can't seem to remember. Neither do I. Pity, I was hoping you would. Perhaps we can search the archives for the answer. Come now, Neg. The archives have long been frozen, lest we subject ourselves to further dolor. Surely you recall that much. Ah, of course. Food. The custom is to serve food. Beings of flesh, such as they, must regularly replenish their aether. By contributing to their replenishment, we communicate our friendly intention. I like the play on the fact that they all look the same. That's right, that's right. We duly invite you to join us for communal repasts, after which we may engage in leisurely conversation. If we have a chance to learn something, then I see no reason to decline. Their food's going to be worse than Charlian food. Excellent. If you would care to follow, we shall feast. We shall feast you on the purest aether. Oh, you're fine. Only if you talk loud enough for my mic to pick up. What was that? Who's that? Is that Randy? Where's that DJ? Yo! Hey, it's my mom. Hold on a moment, folks. Cujo, down. All right, folks, I'm actually going to have to end the stream. It's getting close to getting the kids. So thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in a few hours.